Course 1, Lesson 57 has us adding and subtracting fractions with some helpful steps to follow, 3 to be exact. If you follow the process, you should always get these right, no matter how complicated and uneven that they are. It says, step 1, you'll put the problem into the correct shape, which when adding and subtracting means common denominators. Correct shape, step 1, common denominators. In step 2, you'll perform the operation, add, subtract, and later we'll do multiply or divide. Step 3, simplify if possible, otherwise you get that half wrong, right? So we reduce or we rewrite the improper as a mixed number, like 7/6 is 1 and a sixth. Let's apply these steps now to example 1. It says add 1/2 plus 2/3. First we need the shape, then we need to operate, finally check that it's simplified. So I've got those steps reminded here in short form. Step 1, step 2, step 3. And the book, I really like, I've never done this before, but they line up the fractions vertically here to start. And I don't like to operate that way, but I like to start this way, and then we can do step 2, or no, step 1 actually. Step 1 is writing them with common denominators, so we multiply by equivalence of 1 to get these to have the same denominator. I do this to get sixths, and I do this to get sixths. Okay, now I've got matching denominators. Now we do the indicated operation, and since we've got common denominators, I'm okay with working vertically like this because it's just a matter of adding these numerators and keeping the denominator the same. It's real simple at this point. So I'm okay with going down because it keeps everything together. I don't have to rewrite or move anything over. I really like that. And finally, we check if it's simplified. We can convert this right because the top is improper, too heavy. So we make this maybe go to the right. If you can do it in your head, 1 and 1/6. And just like that, you've got step 1. No, you got what we start with, and then we've got step 1 in blue, step 2 in orange, step 3, the simplify, in black. I really like that. Let's try it again. Let's try it with 5/6 plus, how about, well, let's try a minus. Minus 1/8. How about that? And I'll draw a longer horizontal line that'll give me room to get common denominators in step 2. What are their least common multiple? Go over here if needed. Do my multiples of 6. Do my multiples of 8. I gotta keep, I'm gonna have to keep going because I don't have anything in common yet. Oh, that's right, 6 times 4 is 24. Which is gonna be a common denominator with 8. How do I get to 24 from 8? Times 3. Giving me 3/24 taken from 20/24. Big numbers, but they're common now, right? So we subtract the numerators. 20 minus 3 is 17. Oh, but I'm going to stick with my color code. Working vertically now with common denominator, 17, I said. Keep the denominator the same when we add and subtract fractions. Then we check, can we simplify? I don't think so. Answer is still 17/24, okay? So, that's what we're learning today. Page 296 shows you what we just did. They also show you an example of subtracting, this time with 5/6 and 1/3. So please do A through F. Follow the 1, 2, 3 step. Why don't you at least one, maybe all of them if you like it, try this setup where you work vertically, then horizontally, then vertically again, then finally step 3, simplify.